Hey, what's up fellas, Gorimar here. Today I'll be playing two games. This first one called Another Stranger. They're simply put, a horror game where you meet a strange stranger on a bus waking up not knowing where you are. It just looked really cool, like the art style, so I really just want to try it. So yeah, an emergency break glass. It's dark out. Nauseating fluorescent lights cycle in and out of my vision. How long have I been asleep? Where am I? Oof. Whoa. Slept well? Why is she smiling like that? Sorry, do you know where we are right now? What a stupid question. We're right here. What's wrong with her? I'll just ask the driver. Excuse me, driver, what's the next stop? Please stay seated. Sorry? Please stay seated. Whatever. I can figure this out myself. Click around to investigate. Okay, and just like that, we are just in it. Can you see my cursor? There you go. I just wanted to make sure you can see that. Okay, I just have to deal with her smiling at me the whole game. Now, this is a multiple ending game, so you know we're gonna try to get all the endings. God, can I click something that's not her? A yellowing travel brochure. I can barely make out what's written on it. Everywhere you dream, anywhere you desire, step into a world you never knew. And the rest is illegible. Interesting, isn't it? To be anywhere and everywhere at the same time. Must be agonizing. The dull glitz in her eyes scares me. Oof. We could talk to her, sure. We're all too curious. Oh, I can't. She's just staring at me. It's just an unpleasant scene to look at her. Become nothing. Words are screwed on the side. I'm tired. A better tomorrow. Huh. Become nothing else ever again. And a phone number, right? Oh, jeez. What are you doing? Forget it. They don't mean anything. Really? Or would you rather me rip out your eyeballs? That's what I thought. Okay, I just got checked. Very hurtfully. No, can I see these? Let me see the number. 18, 15, 19, 86, 12, 15. I can't read that all. Okay. Alright. Can I break glass? Emergency use. Don't mind if I do then. This hammer shattered like glass. I'm glad that we just straight up decided to break the glass. I respect this character. Noam grins wider. Very funny. You have a cross. Do you believe in it? In such frivolous things? Why does that matter? It'd be amusing to see you lose the last glimmer of hope and faith. Your crying face mangling horror as you realize your God can't save you now. Just kidding. I better stop talking. This is just creepy. Okay, so this is just a travel brochure we got earlier, so no need to look at that. Man, what else can I interact with? Can I look out the window? Everything's a blur, like my brain is suffocating in fog as thick as the one outside. I don't recognize anything, but I feel like I'm supposed to. It's just the same view over and over and over. I'm getting a headache. What about this flower? The sticker is some sort of flower. It looks like it was once red, but faded to white over time. It's the only thing here that isn't off-putting. Shall I peel it off then? Look at your mortified face, as though I'm going to rip something I put up to myself. It's strange. I used to love this flower so much, but now I can't even remember its name. The stranger loses herself in her own thoughts. At least she's not smiling. Okay, no, she's smiling. What am I doing? I could just get out of here at the next stop and... Wait, what is happening? Why is the bus suddenly so unsteady? Driver? Please stay seated. Stop saying that. Please stay seated. What the heck? Something sharp digs into me. I can't move. Jesus. Let go. Ooh, that is just a Jeff the Killer face. Don't think you could run from me. Ooh, but you can answer this question. I'll let you go. So tell me. Who am I? No one, someone, everyone, anyone. Does this matter? These choices are so... let's just start from the top. No one? Her smile was to a miserable sneer. How cruel. Her nail digs to my skin and stay there. Who am I? I don't remember, in fact. I don't remember anything at all. Did I have a family? Friends? Even those words sound hollow to me. All I do now is sit beside the stranger. Our flesh is melted into the seat. so I could feel my bones scrape against the itchy bus fabric, the grumbling of the bus, the stench of feces, gamey meat, and fruit jam rotting and blistering under the summer sun. I'm hungry. Ending 3, fruit jam. That was beyond disturbing. But you know we try to get all endings. I believe there's 4. So there's simply someone. That wasn't so hard, was it? I tore away from the stranger's grasp, scrambling off the bus as fast as I could. Not once did I look back, nor think about where I was going to go. But as I stood in the middle of nowhere, the damp fog swallowing everything but the rows of flickering lampposts that stretched to the ends of the universe, I realized my mistake. I fell on my knees and pressed my hands together. Shaky, desperate, I prayed, God, please let me wake up from this nightmare. But there was no answer. Not even wind blew. Ending 1, lost. I guess that's just you kind of screw yourself over because you just get off the bus to one thing that was moving. So that was a mistake. Oh! Secret option here. This just popped up. I didn't even do anything. Camilla. We'll try that one in a minute. Let's try the other ones. Everyone. Fine. In a daze, I drudged past the stale seats, stepped out of the bus and onto the all-too-familiar pavement of my neighborhood. The dim lights cast down on me was prickly and warm. Right before the bus pulled away, see you soon. Those words dripping with sweet venom crawled its way into my ears and latched onto my brain. From then on, everyone, anyone, they were all her. I want to see my family again, hear their laughter, feel their touch. But there's only her thin smile, her grating voice, and her cold, dead hands. Ending 2, her. And the last choice we're actually going to make here is Camilla. My name. That's my name. A tight smile stretches across her face. Bittersweet. She looks human. After the stranger left the bus, the fog cleared and my neighborhood began to roll into view. As the bus rumbled onwards, I peered out the window. She stood at a bus stop, waving and smiling from afar, till she disappeared to the horizon. And I turned back and closed my eyes. That's what you wanted, right? For your name to be burned into my being, rather than my memories or my nightmares. Fine. You win, Camilla. True ending, Camilla. And welcome to a game called Stranger's Mark. Now, I'm going to be very honest with you. I was looking through my folder of just indie games I installed just randomly. And this game was here. And I don't remember installing it. So we'll just get into it. I don't really remember installing this. I know that I remember the plot, but I think it's like an RPG type game because it's here you can always dash, and that's like an RPG thing. So let's just try it. I don't know what either of us are getting into, but here we go. This game was made for AO2A to VN Jam 2024, a microvision novel with strict acid limitation and 1,000 word limit. Constant warning, light gore / blood. So why did you want to meet up again? It's been a while. I remember that you worked for that one institute. You know, the one dealing with all these supernatural cases. So I figured that you might be able to help me. Did something happen to you? Yeah, I guess. I really don't know where to start. It's fine. Just take a deep breath and start from the first thing you remember. Alright. I was on my way home from a long shift, being unbelievably tired as I was taking a shortcut on my way home, just through some dark alleyway. Sure, it did seem a bit unsettling, but I figured that nothing could go wrong, and so I went. Big steps to get through there as quickly as possible. To my dismay, that also meant I wasn't really looking where I went, and so I ran into someone with full force. The person I ran into was a young woman, jumped at the touch. I think she probably would have fallen to the ground hadn't she gripped my arm to balance herself. I did wince a bit, but less from the impact and more from her cold touch. You really should look where you're going. Oh, sorry. Oh well, it's fine. She gave me a wide smile, which somehow just seemed so unsettling. Looking back, I think it was because her smile never quite reached her glossy, lifeless eyes. The stranger was still gripping my arm. The situation started to get more and more uncomfortable for me, which is why I asked her to let go of my arm, if she was alright. Oh my god, it's a choice. I don't even know, because there's no save here, so I'll just have to, like, if there's multiple endings to this, which I don't know if there is, I would have to just run through the game again. I'm just gonna say, are you alright? This is what I would say in real life. I check on someone first. Are you alright? I hope I didn't hurt you. Oh, don't worry, it's fine. She let out a small giggle, but that only served to fuel my unease. That's good. But, yeah, if you'd excuse me, I need to go. Yes, of course. Just as she wanted to pull back, she noticed something in my arm. Suddenly her gaze completely fixated on it. Oh, that looks absolutely gorgeous. You don't see fine line tattoos this clean very often. Thank you. For a moment, her eyes seemed to light up a bit. Not that it was making me feel any better. How old is this tattoo? Her eyes met mine. I could feel my stomach turn a bit. Trying not to panic, I gave her a quick answer. I'm gonna say 5 years or so? And it's still so clean. Very impressive. Thanks. I think so too. Her gaze had shifted again. It was back on my arm, which she was still holding. I have to say, I'm a bit sad that you're acting so distant. Don't think that I haven't noticed the way you're keeping me at arm's length. But, well, I think we actually have a lot in common. So, what do you think about being friends? I could feel my heart missing a few beats at her proposal. Me, being so much as that smiling, glassy-eyed weirdo. Feeling completely overwhelmed from whatever this woman was actually suggesting, I answered the first thing that came to my mind. Sure. I mean, I have no idea how to respond to this situation. So, sure. I didn't even register what I agreed to, as she took my hand as hers and gave me a cheery smile. Not that this mood stayed for long. As soon as she saw that one ugly brown stripe running through one of my nails, her face darkened. Hey, listen. I think you gotta know something. And after that, she started listing off a ton of skincare tips and told me to go visit a dermatologist before leaving. So I did exactly that, and got diagnosed with skin cancer. How insane is that? She just looks at me with an exasperated expression. Dear, and what's the problem now? Well, do you think she's perhaps clairvoyant? No. And 3. So I'm going to assume that there's 3 endings, because we got ending 3, so I'm going to assume that there's 3 in total. So I guess we'll try the other obvious ending. I don't know what the secret one could be, but we're going to try the obvious ending of just being very cold to her and try to get her away from me. So to let go of my arm. Can you let go? This is uncomfortable. Yes, of course. I really need to go. Oh, that's really too bad. Her gaze had shifted again. It was back on my arm, but she was still holding. It's distant. And now we're similar. This would freak anybody out. So, oh, that's interesting. So if you're nice, you can just say, but I don't know you. But if you're me, you just say, forget it. Leave me alone, you weirdo. It took all my strength to shake her off, bring some distance between us. Oh, that's rude. If you're like that, there's really reason to hold back, huh? What? Suddenly she lunged at me. Gripping my arm with both of her hands and holding it in place, she just bit me. Her teeth tore into my flesh, she began to rip off my skin. The last thing I remember was her wide grin as a patch of my skin hung from her mouth. After that, I fell unconscious. I woke up days later in the hospital. Luckily, someone discovered me and called an ambulance. All I needed then was a skin transplant and some weeks of rest. But still, Thea, I can't shake off this uneasiness. Knowing that woman is still out there, Thea just shakes her head. Sometimes I wonder how you survive your own stupidity. And 2. So I think it's quite obvious what the last ending is. But I don't know you, which is something that a lot of people would say probably. Oh, come on. Don't be a stranger. You can consider me your friend. The place her hand had rested on was nearly numb due to her coldness, and so I didn't realize her nails digging into my skin until they drew blood. A scream escaped my throat. I wanted to run, but her grip was freakishly strong. I couldn't get away. The pulsing pain was overwhelming, and then suddenly, I saw her standing there, with a piece of my skin in her hand. I think she noticed my panicked expression because she told me with a sickeningly sweet smile, "Oh, don't worry about the gap. I'll fill that one with one of my favorites." I fell unconscious after that. When I woke up hours later in that alleyway I was all alone with, she just nods. Her gaze bored into the place my hand rested, as if I was hiding it from her all-knowing gaze. Then on defeated sighs, I pulled on my sweater and revealed a new patch of skin, seemingly hastily sewn on. The skin was a tad too light and a bit too soft, and the tattoo on it was completely different. Thick lines make up a simple yet aesthetic image on my skin, but it's nothing I would have ever wanted. I take another look at her. There's no sympathy or pity in her expression. She just looks so curious. I truly hope that was a good idea to come here. Interesting. There's all the people that worked on this game. Beautiful game. And that is the end to Another Stranger. That game was interesting. Oh, that game was actually really fascinating. I mean, I'm assuming Camilla was like either a past lover or someone you may have killed yourself. And just someone who didn't want to be forgotten. So they were like it was like you kind of, you could say, just on your way to a horrible afterlife. And by remembering her, she was essentially letting you go. By having you always permanently remember her. Which is fascinating because I'm just curious on like what or who was she or for what purpose. But it's quite a short. Both of these games were quite short. Thoroughly enjoyed both of them though. They were really amazing. These were made for the same jam, which is the jam like you have to use one asset, and that's it. Like, you know, it's just an asset that can change poses or smiles and just words. And both these games are absolutely beautiful. These are so amazing stories that just make you want to know more. At least with me, because I just love these type of horror stuff where it's not. I like horror where it's explained, but sometimes where it's not fully explained. So you can just think of like, what was that? And the first one being like it made some eldritch creature, something that made a pact with an eldritch creature, and this one being just like a woman who was clinging on to you and like dragging you to a horrible afterlife if you didn't remember her. It's fascinating. Anyway, though, I won't yap you very off. I do hope you guys sincerely enjoyed this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and farewell for now.